Hi, I'm Michael Stilwell from Stilwell Pianos in Mesa, Arizona, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Weber line of pianos that we've just gotten in. As many of you know, Stilwell Pianos has been in business since 1956, and we've primarily dealt with used pianos. The main reason for that is we feel it's best for our customers. Most of our customers are young families here in Arizona, and they want the most bang for their buck. I can't tell you how many times we hear, I want the most piano for the least amount of money when people come in the door. And 9 times out of 10, that's a used piano. Somebody else has already driven it off the lot. So that's why we focus so much of our energy and attention on used pianos. For years, we've been approached by a number of different piano manufacturers, and we've turned them all down. Over the last few years, we've developed a relationship with Young Chang, the company that owns and makes Weber. And we've recently been given the opportunity to carry their Weber pianos. And at first we said no. We wanted to stick with our used pianos. Again, we felt that was best for our customers. We went out to the NAMM show and experienced some of their pianos, and their CEO went through everything with us, everything that they do in the factories, the products they use, everything. And they were actually redesigned just recently by a guy named Delfondrick, which is a very famous piano designer. And after that happened, we kind of went through and we started talking price. And that's when things really changed. As many of you know that have been shopping around in the new piano market, you realize that a 5-foot baby grand, a new one, just stick any name on it, some generic new piano is going to run you about, I don't know, $7,000 to $9,000. Weber is dramatically more piano for the money. With this new redesign, these pianos completely blew me out of the water, and trust me, I've played hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of pianos. You pick the name brand, I've played it or owned it or flipped it. So I've had a ton of experience going through these other brands. And Weber has been one of these pianos that we've always enjoyed taking in on our used side. So I knew a little bit about them before we even got into business with them. One of the things that Delfondrick did when he redesigned the piano is his whole goal was to develop a piano that replicates that old American sound, which is a very rich, warm tone. When you're playing very softly, there's a very beautiful, clean, warm, rich tone to it. And then when you really get into it and bang into it and maybe even get up into the treble, there's a very pure, almost bright, crisp tone up there. And that's a very hard thing for piano manufacturers to accomplish, especially when they're using laminate soundboards and stuff like that. So when Delfondrick redesigned the piano, he did 2 major things. He made the soundboard floating. Most pianos, the soundboard is kind of almost glued to the rim of the piano, which means that when you're playing and the soundboard is vibrating, it kind of dies out as it gets to the end of the soundboard, up to the rim of the piano. When the piano has a floating soundboard, it's almost like it's on blocks, and it's allowed to really, really vibrate when you're playing, and it gives it this very rich, beautiful tone, and the sustain is bar none. Another thing he did was he did a direct couple bridge, meaning that instead of having a floating bass bridge like most contemporary pianos do, this bridge is directly coupled to the soundboard itself. And it basically allows, when you're playing the bass, to really just pull all the vibrations from those bass strings directly into the soundboard. And since the soundboard is floating and allowed to move freely, it really gives it a really rich, pure, powerful tone. So even in these 4'11" baby grands and the uprights and stuff, they're able to just have this punch to them, this very vibrant punch. And that's something that a lot of our customers have always wanted. A lot of people want a grand piano, but they can't really fit a 7-foot piano in their house or even a 6-foot piano. So they go to these smaller baby grands, like right around 5 foot. And when you do that, you kind of compromise in tone. The bass strings just aren't as long, and there's not as much rich tone. But with these floating soundboards and the bridges, they really allowed these pianos to have a very powerful, rich tone. and it's something that I just have never seen in new or old pianos. And again, for the price and the product that's going into these, I mean, these have cold pressed walnut core hammers. They have AA grade Sitka spruce soundboards. They have hard maple bridges. I mean, they have these woods and products in these pianos that you'll find in $70,000, $80,000 pianos, and for a fraction of the price. So again, feel free to come by and check them out at any time. We're here to help. Thanks for watching, guys.